from Spreadshot Games. This video is going to be a reply video to Xander Skullion's video on our first experience with Pokemon games. So, how you doing, Xander? Going back, my very first experience with Pokemon in general wasn't with the video games. It was with the television show. I remember I used to wake up early in the morning, get ready for school, and then on the WB network, back before it was CW, they would play like obscure, like sometimes anime cartoons and stuff in the morning before the more popular stuff. And this is back before Pokemon even like before Pokemon shit hit the fan, and it was like crazy. But I just remember seeing like this lizard with fire on his tail and everything like that, and they were like using these like monster things to like help them do stuff, and then they were like fighting them. It was like at the tail end of an episode that I really didn't like understand the plot or what was going on, but I thought it was cool. And then I remember seeing a commercial where this vacuum sucked up all these monsters and it stuffed it in a Game Boy, and I was just like, and I remember all the monsters looked cool and stuff. And I thought the vacuum looked cool too because it had like a face on it or something. I thought the vacuum was a Pokemon for a while, and then after I got into the game, I realized that it wasn't. But that was like my first experience with it. Then my friend, he had one of the dinosaur, the big ones. I call them dinosaur Game Boys. He had one of the games. I can't remember which one, but I remember like I caught like the Poke Fever really really fast. So. Like that's what I wanted. I was dead set. Like cards were like crack to kids my age when we were younger, because everybody wanted Pokemon cards. And I asked like I wanted a Game Boy with Pokemon Blue and stuff. So, and like that's what I got for Christmas that year was a Game Boy Pocket. I didn't get the dinosaur. That's when the Pocket was out. And I think the Game Boy Colors, like the regular like Game Boys that came in colors, they were out too, but the Game Boy Color itself was actually starting to come into fruition. So I think like we got a cut deal on the Pockets, and that's why I got them. And even to this day, I still like the Pocket more than the Color. Even though the Color was pretty cool, I still like the Game Boy Pocket better. It was smaller, it just fit better. The Color was pretty small, but it seemed fatter. It had that weird back to it. But I think it's real ironic that this video came up, and the reason I'm making a response video is I got a care package from home when I was talking to my brother about collecting and stuff, and he sent me a bunch of our older games that we had and stuff. But I think it's pretty ironic because like those Game Boys I'm talking about actually got sent to me. He sent me his and mine. So these were the exact same Game Boys I received on Christmas a couple years back. This one was mine, with the Pokemon Blue in the back, and then I just had a Clefairy sticker that I put on there, because that's pretty much what I played in here. I played other Game Boy games, but it was pretty much Pokemon. Clefairy, I don't know why, it wasn't one of my favorites. I like Clefable, because it was a rare Pokemon, but I think Clefairy was the only sticker I could fit on there without covering up the speaker or getting it on the screen, so that's the smallest one I had. And my brother's the blue with the Pokemon Red, and these are our original ones too. And he had Snorlax on his. But like I know you mentioned stuff about just like using people to get Pokemon and stuff. I remember I was like got kind of popular. I never knew how to do the rare candy like 17 item thing in like Pokemon, and that's the thing with like kids. Rampant stories about. I remember one of the biggest things I remember, like all the crazy stories about like being able to catch Mew and having to go to the SSN when you can have Surf, and like gotta have a Pokemon that has Surf and Cut, but like before it leaves and you get blocked, and you can surf to an island that has Mew on it, and like there was a lawnmower there, and you could cut down all the grass and just find the Pokemon and talk to them. You don't have to like randomly encounter them. And then like there were so many, just off the wall things that like kids would make up. There's just all this that's like the biggest lied about game in my history is like Pokemon. All the crazy things kids would say about Pokemon. But some like highlights for me when like playing Pokemon and stuff was like I remember the first time I found a Kangaskhan in the Safari. That was really cool, and like the first time I fought Mewtwo was like really neat. I just like saved my game before I did it and like kept fighting him just because I thought it was cool. I like kill him or try to catch him and shut it off. I already used my Master Ball like on Articuno or something like that, so I couldn't really catch him. But I remember when Gold and Silver came out, I was like one of the first people to learn how to do the clone glitch where you shut the game off as the game's saving. And in that one, you can make your Pokemon hold stuff. So I'd make one hold a Master Ball and like shut it off, and I'd clone 2 Pokemon with a Master Ball. So I'd clone all the good Pokemon I'd get out of trades, and I'd give them to other people with Master Balls. And then I'd have like people want me to show them, but I'd be like, no, like I'll trade you one with a Master Ball if you give me like your Suicune or your Raikou or whatever the hell they had that I wanted and stuff. And I was like, you give me that and I'll clone it and like give you the clone, or I'll give you the original one and stuff. Which I would. I never really ripped anybody off. But if you didn't do it right, it would erase the Pokemon you were trying to clone. So that was kind of like the irony out of it, is that you could get screwed for effing with the glitch. And like I lost some good Pokemon that way, and it pissed me off. But there's just so many like childhood memories of like that game. That was probably the biggest game out of my childhood, and it's really fun to talk about it. So I'm making this video, like I said, for Xander Skullion. I'll put a link to his channel in the description of this video. I'm also going to put a link. He does a podcast called XS Gaming Podcast. It's really cool. He's talked about some really cool stuff. It's definitely just a podcast about games. He delves into really cool subjects of just unknown systems. He's talked a lot about the arcade stuff, which I never got much into. I played at arcades, but they were long dead when they were around. When I was around and they were still there, they weren't as popular as they used to be. But he's done a real recent episode, because it's October, about Castlevania, which was a great episode. And so Xander, this is also a shout out. If you watch this, put me on the podcast. I'd love to be on it. So yeah, if you ever get the chance, go ahead and throw me on there. But in honor of Pokemon, you always knew this in the cartoon show though. Like when Ash Ketchum turned his hat around, shit was about to go down. Gotta catch 'em all.